Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon and welcome, guys, back to Midday Money. I'm Timothy Earl. Sean Higgs will be here in about 5-7 minutes-ish. He's on his way home from something, so he said power it up and start it up, which we are going to, before we jump into, maybe we should talk about that more when Higgs gets here. We'll do a little bit of talking real quick. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Check out the Max Wagers Network every single Monday through Friday. Higgs every day, 12 o'clock. Allie and on Morning Wood, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock with just parlays, 3 o'clock with the Power Hour, and 5 o'clock with Game Time Decision. Make sure you guys check out all of those shows Monday through Friday. We're going to have a lot to talk about today. I'll quickly do a quick plug because me and Nick will be live from 3 to 6 today, talking everything trade deadline, which there has just been the blockbuster move that we've expected. We'll get into that in a minute. But while we're waiting for Higgs, he said, just go over my WNBA for today. So real quick, before we jump into all of Higgs's plays, trade talk, and all that good stuff, 4 WNBA plays, figured try to quickly put those in. We'll go that. I wasn't prepared. We do that, do this, and all right. Here we go. WNBA for today. We're going to take the Connecticut Sun game under the total of 167. I just don't see Phoenix scoring that much off of a really good Connecticut defense. So first one up for today will be the under 167 in the Sun game. Between the Sparks and the Liberty, we're going to go Liberty minus the 4. This Sparks team is in disarray. They have not been covering spreads lately. They have not covered in 3 straight and 7 out of their last 8. So they're just a little bit struggling at the moment. I'm going some New York Liberty, who has actually been playing some good basketball. They've covered in 2 out of their last 3. The one that they didn't cover was a push at the end. But if most people betted it early, you got to win on that one. So if they covered in 3 straight, they've been playing some good basketball going after them. Fading the Aces today, I'm going with the Mystics plus the 3. I know the Mystics just came off of playing some good games versus Seattle and Dallas. So they've actually been playing some actual good competition, and they've been close games. Vegas has played their last 5 games, 3 of them against Indiana, the worst team in the league, 1 against LA, which is getting to be one of the worst teams in the league, and 1 against Atlanta. They haven't played a good team since the 17th when they played Connecticut. They won that one by 8, but it wasn't that close. It wasn't that dominant of a win. I'm going to go with the Mystics in that one. And then the final game, I know I love my Sky. They've been making me some money, but I'm going with the Dallas Wings plus the 8. I just think this is a lot closer of a game than people think. Dallas trying to make a push for the playoffs. Chicago still has clinched already. So I think that Dallas is going to come out with a little bit more motivation, and we're going to go with grabbing them plus the 8 points. So those are the WNBA plays for today. Yes, I see some of the comments. All right. Juan Soto. They just announced it about 10 minutes ago. Juan Soto and Josh Bell are heading to the San Diego Padres in exchange for Gore, Abrams, Hassel, Wood, Susana, and they're also saying Hosmer is in the trade as well. So that's that is the blockbuster trade that we are waiting to hear about, and it finally made it happen. So Padres just got a hell of a lot stronger with adding those 2 big guys. Just imagine this team come later on in the season when they have Manny Machado, Soto, and Fernando Tatis Jr. all in the same lineup. This team's going to be difficult to beat on until they probably lose to the Dodgers in the playoffs, because that's exactly what's going to happen, because they always find a way to choke. But anyways, Padres just got a hell of a lot better. And they gave up a haul for him, but they needed to. So that's kind of a very interesting move to see. And then also earlier today, we saw that the Twins got Jorge Lopez from the Orioles. Nice little bullpen piece for the Twinkies there. They traded Cade Povich, they gave the Orioles Cade Povich, Juan Nunez, and a couple of lower prospects. So those are the two kind of big moves. Nationals are in on a Eric Hosmer 10-team no trade list, which would have so Eric Hosmer is actually not going to the Nationals because the Nationals are on his 10-team no trade list. Interesting. So I guess that's the deal there, but yeah, that's just some big news. And I will tell you, I have zero baseball bet today. I'm just going to watch the trade deadline. I'm going to bet my WNBA today, but other than that, I'm just sticking with some. I'm watching the deadline to see exactly what happens. So this is going to be a very interesting next 6 hours, which I'll be live for 3 of them. Also, some trades that went down yesterday. We'll talk about a lot of these more later too. Trey Mancini was part of a 3-player trade where he went to Baltimore. Baltimore sent over Jose Siri to the Rays. The Rays sent over a couple of players as well. And I think the most sad part about that trade was that Brett Phillips got DFA'd. So that's kind of a thing there. Astros also acquired Christian Vasquez yesterday and Will Smith. Will Smith was from the Braves. That's a relief pitcher. That's not bad. I think one of my favorite pieces that got moved, Jake Odorizzi goes to the Braves. Fantastic. I love to see it. The Yankees acquired Frankie Montas. That was kind of a big trade. The Braves have also acquired Robbie Grossman. That was a trade yesterday. Brewers acquired reliever Matt Bush and infielder Mark Mathis from Texas. Oh, sorry. Mark Mathis went to Texas in exchange for Matt Bush. That was a little bit of a bullpen deal there. Jose Quintana went to the Cardinals. That's interesting. Tommy Pham to the Red Sox. We had a couple. We had other. Austin Riley signed a 10-year deal with the Braves. Couple of bullpen pieces, but it's been a very exciting last. Let's see, 12 hours, 24 hours, and the next 6 hours is going to definitely be exciting. So that's kind of an interesting spot there. If you guys are just trying to scroll through Twitter, we are. I read off the Ken Rosenthal page because that's kind of he's got the verified tag. He's through MLB and Fox and all that stuff. So that's kind of the guy I go to for all my news. But if you guys have other people, that's fine. That's kind of who I go through and get all the notifications for. So if you guys are trying to watch the deadline, that's probably the best spot to do it. Just figure I'd mention that. We'll go ahead through the chat a little bit. Say hi to everybody. Soto and Bell to the Padres. Yep. Hey, Higgs and Tim. Speaking of Higgs, there he is.
Hi. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, so it was helmet day today. So they had to get their helmets, and of course they're late. Whatever.
All good.
It happens.
We were diving into the trade that just happened about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah. How about
your Padres bet looks good now.
I think World Series plus 1,300. San Diego. I'm gonna put on my place here.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
It's a good. And like I said about the Padres, what am I going to say? Let's. I thought they'd get Benedetti. I didn't think he was going to the Yanks. I thought that would be a guy they'd kind of zoom in on. But I enjoy the all-in, right? I mean, let's be honest. They paid Machado big money. They went for Darvish. They got Musgrove. They got, Tatis is not healthy. He'll be back soon. Hopefully he's all right. Hosmer, right? Cronenworth was a top rookie. Go for it. What are you doing?
Which you said you got Padres at 13-1. They're now 850-1. So
yeah.
or 850. So
yeah, that was
got a nice line
13.
over there. They're now fifth favorite to win the World Series.
This because this was right after this about the All-Star break. So I thought Cleveland maybe make a move. San Diego for the division. Goslin not looking good. Yordi not looking good. Alonso possibly. I don't know. Again, I'm kind of like that Austin Riley. And a burger was basically because everybody's going to jump on Rodriguez.
And then he had a big song. But Rodriguez is on the DL now.
Yeah.
Or on the IL.
Hey, if Berger hits, 15, 20 homers, drives in 70, maybe he might get consideration. I doubt it though. It's all gonna be Rodriguez. It's all about the flash. But hey, Padres though, good for them, right? Who's it? Led by who? CJ Abrams. I even said this the other day. Abrams and Gore would be the lead in that, but
it was Soto and Bell for Gore, Abrams, Hassel, Wood, and Susana. Hosmer was supposed to go in it, but Hosmer has the Nationals as part of one of the 10 teams on his no trade list.
No trade.
So he's not going there.
Hey, you know what? Who cares? He's another veteran. Him, Bell will split whatever.
Until the Padres lose in the first round of the Dodgers, because you got to think, or the way that it's looking now, and just looking at it, the Padres either will get the first or second wild card, most likely, because I don't feel like they're catching the Dodgers. They're 12 games back for the Dodgers. I just think the Dodgers are just a little bit too far in front of them. So they're going to battle with Atlanta for that first wild card spot, and then they're going to have to face most likely Atlanta in the first round, and then
definitely not easy.
Atlanta,
the NL is a tough. I mean, the Braves are defending champs, right? I mean, you got the Dodgers, you got the Mets. Yeah, 12 back. Man, they're 12 back. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's why I said they're probably going for a wild card. They're not going they can't go for the division at this point.
I mean, the crazy thing is they have to just fight for the wild card when you got, I mean,
you never know, because through what do we got? 2 months left. Padres can go on a big Atlanta Brave run. Dodgers play even 500, and all of a sudden that league gets really close.
And shocking, you look at the NL East. So the Mets have won 7 in a row, Braves 3 in a row, Phillies back at it, 5 in a row for them. Yeah. You got to think Miami and Washington are obviously Miami's can't score, so I'm not saying they're throwing up the white flag, but they're going to probably face each other, right? I don't know. You know better than me how the NL teams have played each other. Do they have 9 games versus each of these guys? The Mets and Braves and Philly, are they playing Miami and Washington a lot? Are they beating up on each other? Because San Diego's got 58 wins, Philly's got 55. They're right there.
Oh, I just see Atlanta and San Diego splitting themselves off of Philly. I don't think Philly catches either one of those teams. Even though, yes, the Phillies are only 2 games back, I don't see them catching. I think the more competitive thing for the Phillies will be trying to just fend off the Cardinals.
They are. They're the third wild card right now by a game.
That's kind of the only. If I'm the Phillies, that's the only thing I'm kind of worrying about.
I like them picking up Quintana, St. Louis. Yes. For the Yanks,
Quintana, and then they also got somebody along with that Quintana trade.
Yeah, they got a reliever. I think they got in that. Didn't they get a reliever?
Yeah, they got a reliever part of the trade. I'm just trying to find where that was.
I thought the Yanks, Soto, I'm dumping the system for Soto. I don't care. I'll pay him $40 million. I can't give Judge. I don't care if he hits 65 homers. You can't give this guy $45 million. He's had 2 healthy years. He's not I can't do it. All right. Number one. Anyway, That's gone. But why wouldn't they go? Okay, Montes is great. A great pickup. Hopefully he's not Sonny Gray or Esteban Loaiza or, whoever. We could fill in Javier Vasquez times 2. Jeff Weaver. We've had some young guys here who've not performed under the pressure. Hello, did you see those Gallo quotes? How he's like sad and doesn't want to leave his house?
Oh yeah, I feel scared to go on the street. Yeah, you should.
He's like,
I think Judge has more homers than you have hits this year. Yeah, you should be scared in New York.
Yes. Judge had more homers, 13 homers in July. He's got 12 on the year.
No. Judge has more hits. Home runs than Gallo has hits.
Oh, really? He's got 40. He's only got 40.
Gallo's got like 38 hits.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
no.
I thought the Benedetti great, but you still have Hicks who's garbage. Gallows been bad all
Hey,
year.
there's still
Stanton's on the IL.
5 hours and 44 minutes left. So
Get. I would still. I mean, I thought Quintana and Reynolds. I thought would be good. You need a Yanks need an outfielder. I'm still saying go back for Hap. Or how about I'll take Zach Davies. You get Merrill Kelly or Zach Davies and Peralta's gone. I don't know somebody else on on
Walker.
Arizona. Yeah, I mean, I don't need a first baseman. I
No,
give
he
me a
can
third
first base
baseman.
one more.
Donaldson's been terrible. As bad as Gallo's been, Donaldson's been just as worse. Get Drury. Get Drury to play. Can we get Drury?
Why not?
No. Penderson, Rendon. I would give you. All right. They don't want to trade Volpe. I'd trade him. I'm trading Volpe for Rendon and Jacques, and I'm bringing up Peraza to play short. I'm bringing Andujar back. Didn't that guy hit like 25 homers like 2 years ago? What are we doing here, Yankees?
Who?
Andujar for the Yanks. Miguel Andujar had like 20-some homers 2 years ago.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
In the 2020 year?
Yeah. Look at him. Pull him up. Pull them up. You pull those up. I'm going to go over. So, all right. Again, sorry I'm late, everybody. But yesterday, 1-1-1 in the video, plus a quarter. Reds, a total pushes, and we lose an underdog, San Fran. But Reds were plus money. Wonderful. 153, 148 plus 2025. On the season, 54, 34 favorites, 153, 108 on the totals. Overall numbers 375, 357 plus 2740.
Oh, Luke Voigt.
No, not Void. Go back. Miguel Andujar. Voigt's on San Diego. Miguel Andujar. 370, 366 on win free picks plus 1350. Again, totals. Shop around. Cause NFL's Thursday. I got the game posted already for a Hall of Fame game. College football, 2 weeks away. 97 days to college basketball. Half points matter, especially in hoops and totals. So there's that. Today, early action. Padres run line with Darvish. Blue Jays, again, run line. I put this out on the free pick video last night. And I don't love Gausman, but I think they could get a couple off Rasmussen, and Tampa can't score. Tampa and Miami should form a team, and maybe they could get a little offense. And Royals over. I'm fading Giolito here. I think they score some runs. I know last night I did kind of like KC a little yesterday there too as well. But I'll go over. I think we see. I know, and this could easily be an under game. This could be like a 5-1 type game, but I'm going over. I think we see runs here. And how about LaRussa falling asleep? We'll talk about him falling asleep on the bench. I mean, that's what a mess. What a mess. Give me my Andujar Stadium number.
Sorry, because you were saying it was in 2018 that he had 27 home runs. Since then, he's had in 2019 12 at bats, 21 in 2020, 45 in 2021, and 14 in 2022.
So the COVID and the strike year, he didn't get any at bats.
Seven home runs since 2019.
I mean, I think he got hurt too that year.
Okay,
but I mean, like, what? Why would it just pull him up instead of Donaldson? Like, what are we doing him and Gallo? Like, Donaldson, you got to pay him another year, but they'll never swallow it. This ain't George Steinbrenner. It's Hal, and he's a numbers guy. He won't swallow that, but get another kind of bat in here. Trade Volpe. I want Jacques and I want Rendon in the staff, or if you could pull a Merrill Kelly and whoever off of Arizona. I mean, so the Orioles trade their relief, their Lopez, their closer. Can you still get a Santander? I don't know what their game plan is. Hey, yeah, they're almost there. But you know what? If I could get some kind of prospect for a pitcher having and he's older, isn't he, Lopez? Isn't he? He's not like a young cat. I don't mind that deal for them.
Sorry, which Lopez?
On the Orioles, their relief pitcher.
Oh, Jorge Lopez to the Twins. Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was a good move for the Twins.
Oh yeah, they need bullpen help. Is he? I don't think he's. How old is he? I don't know his age. If he's an older kind of guy, like
pitching 20. Yeah, they flipped him for like 4 prospects.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm going to pull up his. I got it here on MLB. Hold on. How old is this cat? He's 20 now. He's 29. I mean, it's not like I thought he was an older kind of guy. But whatever. I'm just. I still like Baltimore today. If you're interested, I like the Orioles. I bet them last night plus 110. Who knows what it'll be today? Who else we got here? So I mentioned the A's game yesterday. We're doing the the free picks there. I mean, we both like Seattle today. But like there was not much out there. It was Montes versus Syndergaard today. Well, I could definitely see Syndergaard getting traded.
Montes has already gotten traded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say I have $0 in MLB bets today. Today I just went, you know what? I just want to watch the trade deadline, see what happens. I'll have my WNBA plays for today, but other than that, I just want to watch the trade deadline today. Like there's nothing else that I don't want to bet anything right now because lineups can get changed and everything. I think Nick's gonna have one bet today, and that's gonna be, or he'll have two. He'll have the Nationals first five and the Nationals money line because Mets are the first team in the MLB this year to be minus 300 favorites on the road.
I got 10 bets today.
Good luck.
I
don't have that many.
I got a 10 spot. Listen, and it's easy to run to I'm sure people in here. We got to take the Mets today. It's easy winner. They got a bunch of money.
Don't take the Mets today.
Even the run line is 175. The run line is 175. I can't lay 175. I couldn't lay 175 to lay 175 on a road. I'd say, maybe I'll take the run line.
So no. As a Mets fan, no, do not bet the Mets today.
And it's a first start for the okay. So it's really you joked yesterday. He's got one more tune-up start versus a minor league team. He's literally facing a minor league team today. They called up a bunch of guys.
Exactly. You're getting. And not to mention, you're getting to get to pay minus 312 on my book for Jacob deGrom to pitch 3 to 4 innings.
Yeah,
and then you get a bunch of bullpen. Like he is legit not going to be pitching all that much.
No, I mean they got to work him.
They got to work him in. He's not going. If anybody thinks he's throwing 100 pitches a day, going 7 innings, you're crazy. There should be zero reason to bet the Mets today, and this is coming from a Mets fan.
Any other team, if you're facing facing the Pirates, any other team, I would take a shot with the underdog on a money line. Washington. No, let's be honest. This team's probably like, what the freak, bro? Really, you traded Juan Soto? Like, I mean,
no,
they got to be. Yeah, I know, but still, you got to be kind of like, this is a Met. This is like to see them. The Mets should win this game 5. Let's be honest. It should be a 5-0 game. They should win. It's a bunch of whoever's, but I can't lay the numbers. It's just that simple for me. I can't do
it. Real quick with the Soto trade. Soto deal will not be official until Hosmer agrees to waive his no trade clause stipulations to the Nationals. At this point, he has not. Negotiations almost certainly taking place. So it's not 100% confirmed now.
You know what? I will not be shocked if that thing falls apart because he's going to be like, what are you paying me? The Nats going to want to pay him an extra $10 million. Like, what could he demand?
He doesn't want to leave the Padres. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
he thinks he could probably win the World Series without Soto. He's like, no, I'm not going to the Nationals. F that. I want another World Series.
Like, seriously, what would it take? Like, because the Nats are going to say, we're going to give you a $10 million payout. I don't even know if that's even legal. Like, that had to be involved with the Players Association. Like, how are you compensating that guy to leave?
Yeah, there's no way you're getting him to leave. So if the thing is, if Hosmer it has to go, this deal is falling through, and you're not getting him.
Yep. Who's taking his place in it? Who's taking his place? Voit? I mean,
no. Well, no, you're not trading Voit. You're not trading any. No, the Nationals want Hosmer. So no, you're not. You're not. This is gonna fall through. Soto's not gonna go to the Padres.
That's crazy.
He's going to end up staying in Washington because Hosmer's going to be an ass. But we'll definitely discuss this. I mentioned to everybody earlier, me and Nick will be live from 3 to 6 today, just going over everything. So,
it's crazy stuff. Great. So, again, if you're on Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, everything is on Twitter. Yep. If you want to give me a follow, come give me a follow. Closing in on.
You should.
Give me a follow there. All right. So, Gil, did you hit Gilroy, Soto, and Bell to the Padres? Yes. Javier, how are you? Liberty.
Yes.
Yankees under with these. It's tough doing. I like Gilbert. I love him. Taliono's pitched poorly. I could see some runs being scored here. Not running to bet it, but I understand your thoughts. Padres champs next year, he says. Not this year. He says next year. Okay, so I'm looking at like a doubleheader today, and they got some cat, Kinnear. I don't even know. It's probably Nur, right? Because its K's probably silent. He's pitching a doubleheader, and they just traded like Lamet to get Hader. And Lamet was like, okay, he's had some arm problems. I think that's, again, I saw this with like Jobo when he was at the Yanks. He's a starter. No, he's a reliever. He goes 3 innings. He goes 6. Let him pitch for a third of an inning. So I like that. I mean, I think it's a good pickup for the Brewers getting Lamet. But again, how are the Padres pulling this cat out? Like, you just traded a decent starting pitcher at success. Well, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Go for it. I'm all about get the big name, and one World Series or Super Bowl. It buys you years of, good faith with this game. Hey, you went all in. It generates obviously a whole lot of money, more than anybody knows, because teams sacrifice 1 year for 5.
Yep. The World Series.
I'm here, Michael. I'm here. Son's got helmet today. It's Texas football, baby. It's helmet day. Helmets on lockers today for the high school.
There you go.
Mancini and Lopez for a bag of balls. Forget the wild card. Yeah, basically. Mancini, and you know what? So Mancini, right? He goes to the Stros. Then they pick up Vasquez, the catcher. Astros doing like late 90 Yankee kind of moves when the Yanks were like, okay, we just want to, you bring in veteran guys, plug the hole kind of guys. Good for them picking up kind of, because they have their stars. They got Breggy and Yordi and Altuve. Tucker's pretty solid. You hope, Gurriel's obviously on his last legs. Huge year last year. He's still 38. A lot of young guys. Pena. Although I think that guy Siri's is a pretty good player. I like him. I've seen him play down here in Sugar Land.
Except for I think Siri got traded.
Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying. He went to Tampa Bay in a trade.
Tampa.
Yeah.
I think the most sad part about that whole entire deal is that they DFA'd Brett Phillips, the best pitcher that Tampa Bay's ever had.
Tampa needs some bats, bro. I get they're waiting for 100%. Everybody. I get
wouldn't be surprised
if guys to get healthy.
Done. Yeah. Tampa was now in the conversation for Contreras.
Why not? Soto to the Padres looks
not
like
confirmed.
Untouchable. Good afternoon. How are you today? Do I lean over Dallas, Chicago? This got to be.
Sure, but I'm on Dallas.
Take Mets -2.5.
No.
Again, I mean,
should they win big? Yes, but no, don't bet it.
It's what's the juice on that? I mean, I'm sure it's probably like a 135 or 2.5, right? I mean,
-135, right on the dot.
You want to take it? I can't say no to one. I mean, they gotta. Should they win this game? They should absolutely win this game 5-0. Even if this deal falls apart,
they're going up against Washington and their bullpen. They should be winning this game 12-2.
It's still listen. They still battled yesterday, but had to barely got me a run line win there. It was like a little craziness. I'm saying I got DeGrom in another kind of minor league start. It's not he's not coming out. Oh my goodness, he's carried dude. This guy could carry a no hitter into the 6th. You know what? He's coming out. They're not leaving him in there. No way. Not. No way. Now, especially if they got to face the Padres that have now Tatis and Soto and Machado and they're pitching. That's you're not. Oh, you're risking DeGrom for a random August 2nd game.
No. I'm not saying that. Well, if the play. I mean, obviously, the way that I'm looking at it, if the Mets win the division, most likely they'll have to face the winner of the winner of the NL Central in that 6th wild card spot. And then most likely 5 and 4 is Atlanta and San Diego, or San Diego and Atlanta.
But again, are you really you want DeGrom?
No, I'm not risking DeGrom at all. No,
that's what I'm saying.
He probably doesn't exit the 6th inning for the rest of the year until playoffs.
Yeah.
No. I baby DeGrom until the playoffs. Mets they're in a good spot right now. You do not need to get him hurt again.
Over Nats again.
Yes.
I mean, you like the over national game? You think the Mets are just scoring 10?
Well, it's not so much the Mets scoring 10.
9?
The Nationals, the total is 8. And if the Mets score, I think the Mets could win this game 6-2, 7-2. Because DeGrom's going to go, 4 innings? And then you get bullpen. The Mets bullpen's not the strongest.
I guess you're right.
So the Mets bullpen and the Nationals are always a thorn in the Mets side. So I could easily see the Nationals scoring a couple and this one being a 7-3 game again.
D-backs under. I got that. I bet that last night under 8. Yes, Orioles, and I bet the Orioles. Even with the trades, I still bet him. Hey, he'll be back eventually.
He'll be back soon. Man.
Yeah. No baseball from ESP. Was really looking forward to Nick betting Washington against the Mets.
He's going to be betting Washington against the Mets. Fading -300s.
Thought I was traded to San Diego. They traded me for one of the orcas at SeaWorld.
Oh, there you go. That's a good deal. And a fish to be named later.
Stallings on Miami over 1.5 bases. Brom, Philly over bases. Chapman, ribbies. Santander over ribby. So you want to go Oriole ribby over against Spencer Howard? Sure. Chapman's heating up. Finally, it's taken him 6 months. I remember I was on this guy like early doing some ribby props. He was terrible. So you know what? Let's go. Toronto's got Rasmus, and I expect Toronto to get a run line win today. So sure. Brom, again, Philly's hot. Who's he got today? Strider.
They get Atlanta.
Yeah, Strider's tough, man.
Go Philly.
Strider's tough.
Strider is tough, but I believe they hit against them last time.
And you're taking them.
Philly just played against Strider and hit against him.
Yeah, but sometimes when a team hits a guy, I think he bounces back the next game, unless he's had like bad success over 5 or 6 starts.
Nope, never mind. 1 earned run, 3 hits, and 6 innings against him.
I look
they
at
hit against Freed. My bad.
I look at when they play like right after each other in the home and homes. I look for whoever got either shut out or beat up to like bounce back. They looked terrible last week, and the next game, or they beat him up, and then the guy kind of comes through. Now, the good thing about the division games is sometimes you face a team 6-7 times, and you get a feel like, all right, he's this against a team or that against a team. And Stallings, I mean, how are we doing over anybody over Miami? Kind of anything. I mean, this offense is.
I can't. You can't do anything Miami related.
KC money line. Yeah. Giolito's bad. You got the coach falling asleep on the bench. This team, like I said yesterday, this is a 500 team that was supposed to win a division. Toronto over. I'll say over because Gausman's been up and down. He's tricky. He's not a guy I love to, and I do have the run line here because I can't trust him. I can't. Something he's out there. He's given up 3 runs, but somehow they lose 8-3. It's just wacky. Texas over, yeah, I could do that. Mini over. I initially last night I thought about taking the Tigers. I'm like, wow, this is a big number here. But I'll go mini a little run line at even money. I get it. Manning first game back, and I'm almost happy Skubal got hurt there for Detroit. I don't want them trading him. I want to see a healthy Skubal, Manning, Turnbull, Mize. I want to see those young pitchers. But mini over, you want to do over there? Again, Mini's got to do the heavy lifting. That Detroit offense. And Archer's one of those guys, like our Sonny Gray, like our Cueto, pitching way above his head. Still pitching good. Padres game 1, under the 7.5 with Darvish. I could see that. Eric, kind of like the Brewers team total over 4.5, but Pitt starting pitching isn't awful. For me, for Pitt, it was always a Katana kind of bet. 7.5, though, it just shows you. It shows you that the Milwaukee offense is questionable. I want to see how this bullpen responds today. No Hader. The Hader's gone. Burns should come in and dominate. I just, again, the Pittsburgh, it's tough to bet Pittsburgh. It's tough to bet them. I know I know you're talking team total, but I even 4.5. The Brewers lineup to me, and they've had a bunch of overs lately. Right? They had a little, if I remember, they were kind of like on a little overrun. I just I don't know. Hold on, let me pull them up here. That'd be good if I was on Tuesday instead of Monday. I'm like, wow, the games are all final. Yeah, Brewers still on that overrun. I don't know. That's I got no real opinion either. I can't come strong in any side, Derek. You heard what I said. Royals team total over. Yes, Giolito's bad. Padres run line on Padres first 5 plus 118. I guess this is for game 1 with Darvish. Mets -5 today. What is that line, Dave? Can you get them -5? Can you lay 5 runs with the Yanks with the Mets? Hopefully it's a plus money. Zach Gallen headed to Mets.
I see 0 on that. So I'm not even.
Where is that coming from, boy?
And I followed Ken Rosenthal for all the trade update stuff because he's been pretty much on it the entire time, and I've got nothing. So no.
Excellent pickup if true. Big if true, as I say. Mets run line and Alonso 2 bases plus 165 before the trade news. I'd say yes. Sure. That over killed you last night. Which one, Dave? Which one, Ty? Bill Clinton Jr. Not screwed the rest of the NL today. You know, not really. I'll tell you what. If he would have ended up to LA, and like I said, I was a firm believer. Benedetti to San Diego, and I thought the Yanks would come in and trade their guys for Soto. Judge can leave. Hey, we'll pay this guy $40 million. He's 7 years younger. You can't get mad at us. All that said and done, I thought the Dodgers for sure would come in and say, hey, we can trade you Cody, MVP type player. We could trade you Goslin or Anderson or White or whatever one of these young prospects. You know our prospects. You just took two of our top ones in Gray and Ruiz last year. So they know the system. And if this Nats trade goes down, Abrams is a top, he was a top 10. Gray, Ruiz, Gore. You got 4 of the top 10 prospects from last year. So nice little foundation. But putting it together is another whole other ball of wax. Phils and Jays likely for Thor. Yeah, I heard Toronto for him. Phillies are definitely going to try to get some mid-grade starter. Whether Zach Davies or Thor, who knows? Odorizzi.
Odorizzi already went to the Braves. Up, he froze. Oh. There you go. There you're back. Odorizzi already went to the Braves last night.
I saw that and that's like because they were talking about trading Uquiddy. I'm like, trading Uquiddy for, I thought they were going to maybe get a bat, but they wanted some bullpen help. And I guess the Yankee trade getting extra bullpen help kind of,
forced them to do it.
But I
sure trade Jay Odorizzi. Good move from Houston to get rid of him. And thank you, Atlanta, for picking him up. That's going to just be a nice, easy start for one game.
I wonder how he'll be in the NL. Maybe he fits in back there. I know Anderson and Morton have not been great. It's all, Fried and Strider, but we've seen guys go on little runs getting traded. Who knows? Mets -2, -120 last night. I could live with that. Tampa at Seattle plus run lines here, +1.5. What are the juice on these things, David? You put them up here. I do not look at plus run lines. I like Seattle themselves.
Seattle is -145 and -155 for Tampa.
Man, I guess you parlay them so it's even. DeGrom should throw 50 pitches, and so he's going to go 5 innings. Hauser says, seriously, he's going to want to get paid. And the Nats are going to be like, we're not paying you, fella. I don't see it. Or maybe they say, listen, sign off and we'll trade you anywhere. You'll get traded out of here to some team. Maybe we're going to trade you to the Astros. Does Hosmer still play? What position does he even play now? He's all over the place. He's right. He's first. Outfield, first, third. I don't even know where they play him.
Primarily first.
Right. I don't even know where they. Who would he go to? Who would look for an extra bat? Soto 240 average and Nats are winning a trade. Soto hits 240. Listen, it's just a fluke year, Dave. Come on. You're going off that? You're going off him hitting 240? Pit pitcher has 2 real bad starts, but I will say Brew Crew can get to him. They should get to him. The Brewers are a better team. They should win. They should score 5 runs. Burns is on a hill. It should be a 6-1, right? Brewers have been hitting lately. Yanks or Mets trade anyway. I'm guessing that's the Mets and not the Jets. Who knows? I still want to see the Yankees pick up an outfielder or a third baseman, and a pitcher. I want another starting pitcher. Great, you got Montes. So we got Cole. Put Montes behind him at the 2. James Italiano's got a 5 ERA last month. Nestor Cortez is right behind him with a 4-something. Sevy is out. Are we that high on Monty? Yanks need another pitcher. Get another pitcher. I don't care what it costs. Yankee fans, I mean, why? And this is any team. Are you really? Is Volpe going to come up and be Soto or contribute like Rendon does on a pitching staff? I don't know. I don't know. If you want to win a World Series, you make the trade. Go for it. You win this World Series, people will be happy. And hey, we won one finally in 10 years, 12, whatever it's been. Nat should be plus a dime today, says Slick Willie. Could bust out the saxophone for us, Bill, or what? Don's looking for some WNBA. Sun under 167. Liberty, Mystics, and the Wings.
There you go. There's some WNBA. Enjoy.
WNBA. It's probably in the chat too somewhere. I don't know. Post it in the chat.
And then you don't have to deal with players getting traded right now. So there you go.
WNBA was just posted, and Tim will throw it in the chat as well. Can't believe the trade might trade Scuba. He got hurt last night. He's not going anywhere. That's done. I like first Padres. Yeah, game 2's Urena's actually hasn't been that terrible. So you know what? Game 2, you want to go Rockies? I understand. Game 1, no with Darvish. I think you got to go run line. Stone's over in 3 or 4, and Bombo in 4 or 5. I'm just saying, J-Rock. It's Miami offensive guys is not somewhere I want to run to bet on. But he's cashing. It's plus money. You know I'm the plus dollar daddy. If we have the plus money honey, I guess I'll be plus dollar daddy. Allie's up next too, by the way. Royals team total over against Giolito. Sure. Would you go under Phillies and the run line? I would lean under Phillies there. I don't know if I go. You know what? You want to take Phillies run line? I get it. I mean, I'm more of a Strider run line kind of guy, I guess. A's game under 7.5. I like Cole Irvin. I like Cole Irvin a lot at home. He's good. I'd say, you know what? Maybe you get an 8 if Syndergaard gets pulled. I don't want to say like hold out for a trade, but I want the 8. And also big facts. Looking at a total on these two teams, and I know the Angels are bad. We know Oakland's bad, trading guys. I don't know. I could see an over here. Not something I want to really bet this game. Probably the least game that I'd want to really move on. I mean, the A's could still trade their outfield. Who's their outfield? Laureano? You know, their catcher Sean Murphy could still go. Who knows? Maybe they trade Blackburn. Maybe even trade Cole Irvin. Who knows? And what are the Angels doing? Gearing up for next year? Yeah. We're competitive. Dodgers over the 8 against San Fran Oxwood. I don't know. Woods pitched a little better. And also, the Giants could jump in and just dump everybody here. You could see they could just say, you know what? It's over. It's over. Mets run line, Dodgers run line, Padres run line. First 5 Cubs under 4. I can do the Cubs under with Keegan Thompson and Wainwright. I get it. Also, the Cubs could be trading any of their bats. I actually kind of like the Cubs today. I just couldn't do it though. So Mets run line again, 180. I can't bet that. Dodgers run line's probably a lot more respectable than that. And Dodgers are 112, so that's okay. But Mets run line, I can't do. Go to 2.5, I guess, for 130. Odorizzi makes the Braves worse. Vincent likes the O's. I like Baltimore as well, even with the trades. Lex, you know how we roll, Playboy. Classy all the time. Just go off a 16-hour flight. Got to go back in a few for another 8 hours. So, 16-hour day, double. Rest up. Bet the Padres early. Run line. And hang out with us, Nate. Thanks for popping in. Get some rest, though. You know how we keep it classy. We know it's always with Higgs and a Twin Legs. We know that. Justin, Tuesday weekly fade to garage day. And Gaussman, what is he? 500 in his starts. I always mention that simply because he is often huge $2 fave, right? I've done this multiple every time this guy takes the hill. The guy is 7-8, and in his starts, Toronto is a robust. Let me find it. Why don't I have his I don't have his team record in front of me. I apologize. I'm looking. Well, sorry. I've said I've lost my train of thought here because I was trying to pull up his team record. As a huge fave, he hasn't delivered. Again, a 7-8 overall record when he's $2 fave in more than half his starts. But in this spot, though, I mean, Rasmus has pitched well. Where is this Tampa offense coming from? Sputtering overall lately, right? Dropped 7 of 10. Toronto's on the flip side. They've won 12 of 14, 13 of 15 or something like that. Red hot. Not a bad price in the 130 range. You get plus money on the run line. That's what I did. I actually went run line. Well, not that one. That is our WNBA. I went run line plus 135 here, believe it or not. So, Dice, I agree. Padres have a better chance for World Series next year with Soto on team. But this year, Padres need to beat the Dodgers or the Mets. Yeah, listen, Dodgers are the Dodgers. They keep trucking along with their 69-73 record. Pretty good. And the Mets, if DeGrom is 100%, get through the year, definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. Him, Scherzer, Walker's pitched well. Bassett's decent. They'll get Taylor McGill back. Again, we can make fun of Taylor McGill and
McGill's going to be in the bullpen.
Yeah, but I mean that's
it'll be Scherzer, DeGrom, Walker.
And if they need Bassett, they'll use Bassett.
Bassett and Cookie will be the 5.
But they're not going to use 5 in the playoffs. They use 3. So
no,
all those guys.
Cookie will be in the bullpen in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's just extra added arms. Which
just makes this Mets team they had the lowest ERA in July. Like their starter ERA was like 195 in July. Like this team doesn't give up runs. And they did all this without DeGrom. Yeah. So this team is going to be. I know I'm a Mets fan and everything, but this team is dangerous.
I'd be listen. Am I excited if I'm a Mets fan? You're thinking we got a good shot. Yes. Also, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, where the hell did the Braves come from? Out of the blue, and I still have the Dodgers on the horizon. Right, they're a tough team, and now all of a sudden the Padres
just had a rough start and then had an easy schedule where they won 14 in a row against a bunch of minor league teams, including Pittsburgh, Oakland, the Diamondbacks, the Rockies. I mean, they had a favorable schedule that allowed them to do that. But the
that's
Mets
what you have to beat those teams.
Schedule in September.
You got to beat them. So, we're going to see. We got the Braves coming in, right? You got a 5.
If the Braves want to pass the Mets, they have to do it this weekend.
5 games at home, the Mets versus the Braves have 5 versus the Mets at home.
Yeah, because if the Braves don't pass the Mets this series coming up, I don't see them passing them at all. The Mets' schedule is just that favorable. I think the Mets have the 5th easiest schedule to end the season when Atlanta's mid-pack.
Well, to end the season is one thing. Getting through August is so listen. take care of Washington. You got 5 versus Atlanta.
Yep.
3 against the Reds. Let's be honest. If you should sweep the Reds. At worst, you go 2-1 versus them.
Yep.
Then you got Philly,
Which
Atlanta,
we owned all year.
Atlanta again, another Philly, right? Philly's going to be. This is it for Philly. That's their season. 7 versus the Mets.
Yep.
2 against the Yanks.
That's
Again,
probably going to be the tough. Then that's all road games at Atlanta,
Yeah.
4 at Philly, and 2 at Yankee. That's going to be a tough 10 games. They make it through that. I think they're good.
Yeah. Then you got Colorado. Again, your home versus Colorado. Sweep them.
Yep.
Because then the Dodgers come to town. See where you stand versus the Dodgers.
Yep.
Nats should win.
Yep.
At Pitt, you should win. At Miami, that's 6 games. You better go 5-1.
Minimum.
Cubbies, Pitt again.
Pittsburgh.
At Milwaukee. Why do I think you guys will lose at Milwaukee?
I could see that. I could see it losing 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee, but
I mean, Oakland again, 2 out of 3. Sweep Miami at home those 2 games. Atlanta at the end of the season, or the Nats are the end
Washington
of the season.
to end the season, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even count that game. The Nats or the Braves is what it might come down to.
And I'll be at one of those games. I'm not sure which one, but we're going to one of those games.
Thanks for hitting the like button. J-Rock likes the Rays anyway against Gausman. Reds money line today. Here we go. Redsy with Ashcraft. I kind of like it. Again, Miami. I had the Reds yesterday. I can't take Miami as a favorite. St. Louis first 5 run line. Sure. Only again, I sort of like the Cubs and Keegan. I like the pitcher, but who knows who's going to be in the lineup today? So grab that first 5 now. It'll probably only go up. Trying to trade Gallo, probably. I trade him. I don't even know what they're doing. Yanks team total over 4.5. Don't like it money line. Kind of like the under there. J-Rock, Yanks should be on the phone for Pablo Lopez. Absolutely. I'll take Lopez and Solar.
Nah, he's going to go to the Dodgers.
Give me Lopez and Solar. I like Dodgers. They should win run line. They should. I mean, the Giants are struggling. Would you take the Angels, Blue Jays, Dodgers, Reds in a parlay? No. I'm EJ. This Angel A's game is the last game on the board I want to bet today. Don't want it. How are we going to do that? Both of these teams will probably be trading guys today. Blue Jays. I got the Blue Jays run line in the chat. Blue Jays run line. Dodgers again. It would be a run line play, and I do like the Reds. I would not play a 4 team. Absolutely not. But he's asking. I would say no, just because you got Angels in there. The other 3, maybe 3, no. Again, how is Miami favored? I don't like Miami. Heard doing parlays, low key. That's it. I'm going to bring back the parlay show. All parlays. I will definitely bring back Teaser Tuesday. People kind of like that kind of crap. I feel like you and me are getting divorced. You and me always fade Gausman. Now you're behind him. Yeah, this spot I kind of like them. Just because the Jays are just playing that well now. I will, again, I'm taking a shot at plus money on the run line. Under Sparks Liberty.
Sure. I just like the Liberty. The Sparks have been how can we call them? They've been the Lakers of the league. They expected to be good, and they've been a complete mess. Good luck.
What are the White Sox doing?
I got not a clue.
Apparently, they offered everything. They offered a boatload for Soto, and they said no. They're like, the Nats are like, we want the team's top 5 prospects. The White Sox said, here you go, and they said no to it. So maybe the prospects aren't good enough. At least they tried. But again, this team, you lost Rodon. Lynn was hurt to start the year. He's been terrible coming back. Giolito's taken a step backwards. Cueto's actually pitched well, but you're missing. Eloy went down. You had injuries. Again, this lineup. I like the lineup. I look at it. I like Vaughn. I like Berger. I like Eloy, Anderson. I mean, the lineup is there. Sheets. I kind of like everybody there. But the pitching's been bad. Kopech, I thought this kid on this team with that lineup would go like 17-7 and he'd win 96 games. Yeah, the kid's got 3 wins. Hosmer probably waves it. Boris represents him and Soto. Bellwood and Gore, probably some hidden money coming his way. You're right. He's represented. We'll see what happens. It's tricky. Quite the if for Healthy DeGrom. Absolutely. No run first innings. I'm not a big. I'm always a under guy anyway. But if we want to go no run first inning, how about Arizona and Cleveland? Over 3.5K. I don't want anything to do with Manning. Any guy off a DL, I'm not looking at bet overs. Not doing it. Any team in playoffs can be in World Series like Atlanta did last year. A team that does this year needs a great offense, deep pitching. It's always about pitching. Pitching always wins. It's just that simple. And it's always somebody in the bullpen or some guy you're not really counting on has a great postseason run to catapult that team. That's how the Braves won the World Series last year. They went out, traded a bunch of outfield help, got a bunch of let's make it work, and hello, they get hot. Last week, clean sweep.
Real quick, Soto deal is done with the Padres, and it does not include Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, I knew they were going to pull him out. And throw
I just figured I'd announce it because that's kind of.
Why would you throw? I mean, at that point, throw another prospect. Who cares? You're all in. You're all in this year and next year. You're in for 2 years. You're going for it.
Yep.
You hit a 2-team parlay, a 3-team parlay, and a 4-team parlay. Chubb, that is a great feeling because I don't know. I mean, 2-teamer, okay, 3-teamer, wow, 4-team. I'll give you the thumbs up, fella, because that is not something I'd like to do. I'm dust off my San Diego hat. Yeah, right. You'd be happy for the Padres. All right. You know what time it is. It's Ali Burns time. Tim will be doing his show today. Extra long for Trade Talk.
Yes, 3 to 6.
I'll see if I can pop it. I got to do an AFC East video.
Oh, fun.
Today for if you want to see that, that'll be going live in like 2 hours. And then I don't know. Anyway, so we're out of here. Have a good one. See everybody tomorrow. Ali Burns up next. Bye-bye.